What if I told you that one of the most important objects in the modern world isn't your smartphone or your car, but it's something you've probably seen 1,000 times and never really given a second thought to? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a true unsung hero of our globalized world. All right, so let me ask you this. What does $1 billion shipment of electronics have in common with your neighbor's herb garden on their back porch? It's a single object that connects these two totally different worlds, massive global industry and a creative weekend project. Any ideas?
You got it. It's the humble wooden pallet. I know, right? It might honestly be the most important object you never, ever think about. So let's dive in and find out what makes this simple invention so incredibly crucial to our lives.
Okay, first things first, let's look at its day job. It's basically the invisible engine of commerce. And I am not exaggerating when I say it is the absolute workhorse of the entire global supply chain.
Just think about almost any physical product you own. Anything. Chances are, at some point in its journey to you, it was sitting on a pallet. From the factories making our stuff, to the logistics companies shipping it across the ocean, all the way to the retail distributors getting it to the store, they all depend on this simple wooden frame.
And the genius of it is just how simple it is. Its whole purpose is to take a bunch of loose items and turn them into one single solid unit. This platform protects the goods, it keeps them all together, and it makes them incredibly easy to move. Doesn't matter if it's going onto a truck, a container ship, or into a warehouse.
But here's the real key, the secret sauce. Pallets are standardized. Think about that for a second. A forklift in Texas can handle a pallet that was loaded all the way over in Taiwan, no problem. That compatibility is what makes global freight even possible. It's like a universal language for moving things.
Okay, now let's follow that pallet off the shipping dock and onto the warehouse floor. Because in here, it's not just about moving stuff anymore. It's about creating order from what would otherwise be total chaos. Just try to imagine a warehouse before pallets became standard. It would have been a nightmare. Just disorganized piles of goods everywhere, things getting damaged by moisture on the floor, and trying to find anything would be a mess. But with pallets, you get these neat, orderly vertical stacks, products are safely up off the floor, and you can get to whatever you need fast. They completely structure the entire space. Pallets allow warehouses to build up, not just out, which maximizes every single inch of vertical real estate. This creates those uniform aisles, and it integrates perfectly with machines like forklifts and conveyor belts. And you see, it all comes back to that idea of standardization. Because pallets have predictable dimensions, you can design entire warehouses around them. That uniformity is what makes the whole system so incredibly fast when it comes to finding and retrieving any item.
So, the pallet is clearly an industrial titan, no doubt about it. But what happens when it retires? Well, this is where the story takes a surprisingly creative and kind of cool turn.
Yep, once its shipping days are over, the pallet becomes this fantastic, low-cost material for upcycling. People are turning them into literally everything. We're talking furniture, garden projects, wall decor, you name it.
Their solid wood and modular shape are just perfect for DIY furniture. With a little creativity, you can have a rustic coffee table, some cool shelving units, a really sturdy bed frame, or even some casual outdoor seating, all for way, way less than buying it new.
And they're just as useful outside. Their structure is perfect for making vertical gardens, especially if you're tight on space. You can turn them into benches, planters, or even simple little walkways that add a really nice, natural charm to your yard.
Now, if you're getting inspired to try a project yourself, just remember that the prep work is key. You've got to make sure the wood is clean, and, this is the most important part, completely free of nails. After that, a good sanding and a coat of sealant or paint will make it look great and last a long time.
So how on earth did this simple tool become a global standard? To really understand its impact, we need to take a quick look back at how it all started. Well, for centuries, people used simple sleds or skids to move heavy stuff. But the real revolution came in 1917 with the invention of the lift truck. That machine needed a standard platform to lift, which gave birth to the modern pallet, setting it on a course to become the essential tool we know today. That simple pairing, the forklift and the pallet. It was a simple idea, but it had massive consequences. It completely transformed how we store and transport goods, and it unlocked the kind of efficiency and scale that really define our modern global economy.
And really, it all just comes down to this one idea. The pallet's true genius is its versatility. It is equally at home in a massive automated warehouse as it is as a handcrafted coffee table in someone's living room. Pretty amazing.
So the next time you see a stack of wooden pallets, maybe you'll see them a little differently. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other invisible objects are out there, hiding in plain sight, quietly making our world work?